WDTN, the station that's working for you. This is 2 News Now.
Good afternoon and welcome back, everyone. Steve just said, looking at the snow steadily coming down here. We're showing our back patio here at WDTN at 2 News. And again, I pointed out earlier, you can still kind of see where 2 News reporter Avery Feldman was outside trying to make the WDTN in the snow.
Yeah.
But just as quick as she was out there, you guys, the snow was filling her tracks back up. And that's what the remainder of what we can see there. So
Look, I want to point something out there. Look at
Please.
the visibility. You can't see across the street. That's how hard it is snowing right now. You can't see Dixie Highway there.
yeah, and that says a lot.
Yeah, it's really coming down again.
That really says a lot. So thank you guys for coming in and joining us for 2 News Now. We're continuing our special live coverage of this weekend winter weather. We've been live on the hour, every hour since 9 o'clock this morning. And we're going to stay here with you guys until around 7 o'clock, bringing you the latest on this winter weather as it's developing. And we've said it already. We're breaking records, Lauren. Lauren Wood, good afternoon to you.
Hey, good to be here. Yeah, breaking records. Just really a historic storm today. Definitely the most snow that I've seen since I've lived in Dayton. I've been in Ohio my whole life, so
Which says a lot.
kind of harkens back to the lore that I always heard about the blizzard of '78.
Yeah, so we're actually going to hear a little bit more about that. So, but before we do, we are continuing to talk about something that we broke just a little bit a while into our newsroom ago. We have another update we're going to share with you on the deadly pedestrian strike that happened. Authorities say that around 11:35 this morning, officers were sent to St. Paul Avenue on report of a crash.
Officials confirmed a private plow company was clearing a private lot when the snowplow backed over an employee. That employee was then taken to the hospital and they died from their injuries. That crash is still under investigation.
Yep, and we are working to learn more, and we'll continue to provide those updates to you on air and online, and of course here on the 2 News app. But we're going to continue to jump right back into our coverage for this weekend winter weather. We know now that Montgomery County is under a state of emergency until Monday at noon. They've been under that state of emergency, and we're going to at least find out why. Steve, I don't know another record-breaking, incredible,
Historic.
historical.
We've never seen this before. It's never happened before. Whatever.
But I say that not to take away
Yeah,
from the
it's true.
significance of it, but it's just resounding. It really is.
No, it really is. And I think we need to take maybe another, the weather 2. Are we able to do that? Yeah.
Will that show us something different here?
It should show us the winter storm. Wow. Maybe we go back to weather 1 if we can do that. I don't know. That's the right one.
Oh, Steve, earlier I was talking about how I do love pink, but I don't love it so much here with this look.
Well, you're going to have to see pink for another until 12 noon tomorrow. So
Okay.
The snow, though, is only about 2 hours away from getting out of here. And that's certainly going to be some good news. The road crews can at least really start to get those plows moving, and salt's not going to do much work, at least. Let's take a look right now at the radar. This is Live Doppler 2 HD, and we still have a very impressive band of snow. This is the last hurrah that's moving over the Miami Valley right now, but it is heavy, and visibilities are down around 1/8 of a mile or less. So this is all adding on to the snow totals that we already have. And you can see as we zoom in a little bit, you can see it's widespread, fairly heavy snow across the northern half of the Miami Valley. And it's really the same deal over the southern half, although we have a little break in that precipitation shield there over Butler County and maybe extreme southern Preble County. But let's take a look at it from up above, and I'm going to show you the back edge, and it's now in central Indiana. That's it. That's all the snow. Once that gets through the Miami Valley, we are done with this massive, massive winter storm, one that we have certainly never seen here in the Miami Valley ever before. And I think those totals are working out great. 10 to 14 inches over the extreme northwestern corner of the Miami Valley. And we are, in fact, have picked up 16 inches in a few spots. And once we add in what's coming through right now, we might even be over 16 inches in a few areas. So, yeah, we're looking at some very interesting amounts there. Yeah. And then we'll show you this. Just want to mention, this is a cold weather advisory, and that has been issued for tonight. because at midnight all the way until 6 o'clock Monday, we're looking at wind chills that will be 10 to 15 degrees below zero. That will cause frostbite in only minutes. And so you're going to want to take it easy. But yeah, again, the snow, guys, I think we can, another hour and a half, we can say goodbye to it.
Okay, and I'm actually really excited about that. Actually,
Yeah.
I have a big smile on my face, and we're getting ready to say goodbye to the snow. So, Steve, do you think between now and when we do finally get that snow up out of our area that we will break that record? What do you anticipate seeing there?
I think we will because earlier when it looked like we had set the record, there was some confusion because they were adding in the snow that we got before midnight, which was 1.6 inches, about an inch and a half. But that's not going to count towards the record today. It has to be midnight to midnight, right?
Okay.
So we have to subtract 1.5 inches. But we've gotten quite a bit of snow since then, and we're getting that heavy band of snow that's coming through right now. And I'm just looking here. The National Weather Service has just updated. So this is breaking here. That's why I ran back in the Weather Center. Officially, today, we have set a record of, it says 8 inches, but I've got to, that's Cincinnati. Hang on just a moment here. We want to get to Dayton.
We're getting you updates, you guys.
This is definitely important to get this because this is going to tell us officially how much we've gotten. And we've had 11.5 inches, which sets a new record for today. The previous record was 5 inches set back in 2023. Okay. So, but we're going to be adding on to this, right? We have to get to 12.3 or 12.2. That's only 0.7 of an inch. Okay. And we're getting heavy snow now, right? So I think we probably do set the record.
That's what we're looking forward to. Yep. Steve, thank you. We'll check back in with you in just a few. We just heard it from Steve, though, staying on those historical record-breaking numbers today, you guys. But before we can touch into what other parts of the country are seeing as we break our own records here, we have a bit of an update for you guys in the Miami Valley. Just into our newsroom, we've learned that Rumpke Trash has announced, you guys, that there will be no trash service tomorrow, and they will be moving forward operating on a one-day delay. So update here into our newsroom. Rumpke Trash says there will be no trash service tomorrow. They're on a one-day delay. So that's something to keep in mind. Turning our eyes now back for a national view on what's happening here around the country. 190 million people, that's more than half of the U.S., are under that winter weather alert across 37 different states, everywhere from the Rockies all the way up to New England. That's who's feeling it.
There have been thousands of flight delays and cancellations. At last check, it was over 11,000 cancellations, even more delays than that at home. Flights have been canceled almost indefinitely across the Miami Valley, with Dayton International showing most flights there either canceled or delayed. It's going to be a little while before things get moving again across the country. We also want to talk about those emergency warnings for different counties around the Miami Valley. Clark, Champaign, Auglaize, and Mercer County are all under level 3 snow emergencies. And then pretty much everybody else is under a level 2. We've got Preble, Warren, Wayne County, Indiana is under a travel advisory. We do know that Greene, Dark, Clinton, and Miami are all under those level 2 snow emergencies.
Keeping an eye on that. And we are talking about those snow emergencies and what they mean. Let's kind of explain them. Let's break them down for you guys. A level 1 means that drivers are being asked to use caution when they do have to get on the roads and make room for the plows that you can see here. In a level 2, only those who deem it absolutely necessary should get behind the wheel. And this is where you should be contacting your employer to see if you should even be getting on the roads and report to work. Finally, the most serious, and we just touched on that a little bit ago, is a level 3. This is the most serious because that means that the streets are closed to all non-emergency personnel. So, you know, civilians, people who should not be on the road, you could get in trouble, essentially. Those traveling may face some legal action. So keep that in mind, you guys. Speaking of these plows that we can see here, a big question people are asking is, when will my road be cleared? And we have somewhat of an answer for you. So ODOT is actually responsible for interstates along with U.S. and state routes outside of municipalities. 2 News reporter Sartaj Singh was in here a little bit ago. He spoke with ODOT about this exact thing and what people need to know moving forward. Cities and villages are in charge of U.S. and state routes along with local roads inside of their limits. And in counties and townships are responsible for prioritizing local roads. So With all that being said, staying local, we're going to show you guys the roads now. We're going to switch over to Live Drive Lauren. We talked to Morgan Anderson, our 2 News reporter, she was in Live Drive throughout the morning about what she saw. And I'm looking here, and we're back to not seeing any pavement in this part of our area.
Yeah, this is South Dixie Drive in Moraine. We do want to remind you also, as you're looking at this, you can see the snow kind of banking up on the sides as the plow goes through. Make sure that your car is in your driveway so that you don't get plowed in. Several cities are reminding drivers, park in your driveway, not alongside of the road. That's going to help with maneuverability and also help you. Kettering Police is warning that they may not be able to respond to low priority calls because of this storm. And you should only call 911 for major emergencies. Those are injury, crashes, medical emergencies, fire, things like that.
Yep. And the department also says you should not call the police for the following things. Power outages. If your car slides into a snowbank and you are okay. If you don't have any big hurt or harm to you, don't call 911. If your car becomes stuck in the driveway, if there are reports of bad or dangerous roads, questions about when snowplows will arrive, or to see if it's safe to travel. All of those calls should not be made to 911. Officials are saying that you should be directing those calls to a non-emergency dispatch line. And you can find that information online at WDTN.com. So we're going to take another live look at a little bit of a different report, Lauren, I guess you could say.
Yeah, our newest and youngest reporter at WDTN. We're going to head out to Washington Township. Lydia Wood, might be a relation there.
Just a tiny bit.
She is live in Washington Township, giving us an idea of what the snow is like when you're only 4 foot tall. Lydia, what do you think out there? How's it going?
It's very deep here, and the snowbanks from the shovels are getting higher and higher as the snow comes down. And so is all the rest of the snow.
Yeah. Have you been able to play in it very much, or is it just too cold out there?
I made a little water slide for some of my toys that are meant to be outside in the snow. And after that, I was making the snow chairs. Then I was seeing how deep it was when I was on my knees and how deep it was on some of my dolls.
Are you surprised by the snow? What do you think of all of it?
Well, when I was out here before, it was a little less than this. Then when I came back out, it was higher.
Yeah.
So are you a big outdoors girly, Lydia? Do you like spending time outside already?
Yeah, I love spending time outdoors playing.
Okay, so the snow, is that make it more exciting for you to come outside and play? Last time we talked, you said you made snow chairs, which we all loved. Have you made anything else?
Well, I have made a slide up in there. Down there, I made a snow chair.
Your snow chair. Okay, did you sit in it? Did it stand up to the test?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you guys been seeing on the roads? We're on a pretty big road out there, I know. Have you seen any snowplows go through?
I saw a pickup truck with a snowplow on it, but I wasn't sure what it meant.
Gotcha. All right. Are they pretty loud, the snowplows?
Well, I haven't heard any real ones go by, but I saw a pickup truck with that snowplow in front.
Gotcha.
The snowplow shovel thing on its front. I was like, why is there a pickup truck going by with a snow shovel?
Yeah, they're trying to make it safe.
There's not a lot of daylight left. So if somebody wants to get out and play in the snow today before it gets dark, what advice do you have for them?
Play as much as you can before it gets dark.
Yeah. Do you need to
Snow
bundle
in the dark
up?
doesn't sound like fun.
Do you need to bundle up, you think?
Yeah.
Please do. You look so warm and cozy, Lydia.
Out here.
What was that?
Sometimes my toes do get cold out.
Toes definitely get cold.
They'll be the first ones, too, I think.
All right. Well, we will let you head inside and get warm. Thank you for showing us what it's like there in Washington Township.
Bye, Lydia. Okay, so we just got our look at what is going on in Washington Township, and Lauren may have gotten a sneak peek of what she will be going home to in just a little bit. So thank you, Lydia, for that. We're going to turn now for a small look at weather. I told you guys a little bit ago, we are dealing with those record-breaking, historical, impactful numbers, and Steve even cleared up a little bit of information for us. We thought we broke another record earlier today.
Well, yeah, and I think we probably will still get that record, right? Because we have some fairly heavy snow that's coming through right now. Visibilities are way down, but I can update the top number just since this was last reported. Now 11.5 inches of snow at Dayton International, which is a record for today. It's not quite there. It's only 0.7 of an inch away from the all-time record back from the blizzard of 1978. So we're very, very close, and I would certainly think that we probably top the record. Otherwise, Inglewood, you can see 10.5 inches. Kettering at 13.5 inches. Vandalia, more than a foot there at 12.3. Riverside, a foot. Outside our studios, a little bit more than a foot. And I walked through every inch of that out there. I took my blower, right? I brought my my leaf blower here and made a lot of noise out there. But hey, you got the car cleaned off. 11 inches there in Beaver Creek, downtown Dayton at 11.5. And I think we have just a few more here. Trotwood, a foot. Same at Miami. Kettering, 14 inches on this report. And Enon, a bit less. So there you have it, guys. A very, very snowy Sunday.
Indeed,
in January.
A snowy Sunday. And so we've been talking a lot about staying indoors, staying off of the roads for this kind of thing. Steve, tell us a little bit about what you saw when you were coming in. We've been really getting a lot from people. Do you think your drive-in was any different than I think mine or Lauren's by way of what you saw?
So I came here about, I would say maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning, and it was definitely tricky. I mean, the roads were completely covered with snow, but it was nothing like what we have seen since then. We've gotten several inches of snow, maybe 8 inches or more since I was out there. So I'm about to get a shock, I think, when I walk out there in a little bit and try to get back to the hotel.
And Steve, you mentioned something earlier in your previous hit about frostbite and how quickly that can occur. When we're
we
outside.
talked about that cold weather advisory for tonight and wind chills 10 to 15 below zero. I don't have the exact number, but it's only minutes when it gets down that cold. And I will tell you, Tuesday morning, they've already issued an extreme cold warning for Tuesday morning. We're going to drop way below zero with wind chills 25 below zero. So that's just something to stick a pin in. That was for Monday night and Tuesday morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Steve, thank you so much for continuing to break that down for us. We will hear from you one more time at around 7 o'clock for a final look, hopefully, because that's when we can expect this to be making its way out, right?
Yes. Yeah, right around that time.
That's what we'll do. Perfect. Thanks, Steve. For now, we're going to just kind of expand things a little bit. We're going to take a look at what things are looking at on a larger scale. We're going to go to the East Coast right now. We're going to go over to Northern Virginia, just around 30 or so minutes outside of Washington, D.C. This is Clayton Bellamy. He is in Gainesville, Virginia right now. He's going to give us a look at what elements are like there. Clayton, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Alexis. As you said, I'm out here in Gainesville, Virginia. This snow is coming down, if you could call that this snow. It's more of like an icy mix. It's very cold outside. It's the weather really stings you. I'm going to go ahead and flip the phone around so you can get a better look at what we're looking at here.
And Clayton, I can actually hear the snow coming down on Dad's jacket, that jacket that you're wearing. It is literally like layering it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It is like frozen rain almost. I've never seen anything like it.
No, we have
and
not.
It's piling up and accumulating. I saw people out here shoveling their driveways to no avail. It's been snowing like this all day, so it's a very interesting weather.
So Clayton, what we're seeing right now, a lot of people may not know this, but that is a golf course behind you. That is not just open field. You literally, as far as the eye can see, like the greens are covered, the water is covered. You should really be able to see, what is that hole 14? And you can't see a thing out there. Clayton, show us your feet. How far are you into the snow right now?
Here, let's see. If we look down, I'd say probably about
okay.
4 or
So,
5 inches of just straight ice, snow.
well, Clayton,
If
consider
you could
yourself
call it
lucky.
that.
Things are a little bit different over here in Ohio. We just saw Lauren's daughter was outside, and it was, almost covering her. So we were dealing with I think things are a little bit worse over here in
You
Ohio.
can kind of see the difference, though. Look at the trees. They are kind of coated in ice, which is what you really start worrying about is the power going out. There's branches falling, taking out power lines. So we definitely... you guys are going to be dealing with a different set of problems than what we've had. We may have had more snow, but that ice is no joke either.
And to that point, have there been any precautions made? And I've heard there's a generator that was recently purchased, probably that could be used in this exact moment for just in case you guys are anticipating any power outages, Clayton.
Yes, absolutely. It has been widespread knowledge that the ice could lead to power outages in and around the area. We have purchased a generator. Luckily for us, we do still have power. So we were just hoping for the best here. But absolutely, that is a major concern out here with the ice accumulation. And also as the temperature dips down tonight, that's going to have freeze-over effects on all of the snow, even if it's already been plowed. So we are just hoping for the best. We're not too used to this type of weather down here in Virginia. So.
Yeah, they're kind of heckling me. Like, yes, I've seen snow, but never snow like this. This is about what I've seen. Clayton, thank you so much for joining us and telling us what conditions are like there in Gainesville, Virginia. I'll let you go ahead and trot on home and get warm and get out of all your layers there.
Absolutely. Glad to help. You all have a great rest of your show, all right?
Thank you so much, Clayton Michael. We'll check back in with you a bit later. Okay, so that's what things are like in Gainesville, Virginia, in case anybody was wondering. And Lauren, you actually noted the differences between what we're seeing there and what we're seeing here in Ohio.
And that was one of the things about this storm that I was watching closely all week because I've been in an ice storm before where we've had no power for a week. So I was really concerned about that ice kind of creeping up here. I was very relieved when they said we were going to stay in the snow. So,
and that's what we've got.
Yep.
So
lots of it.
So we're going to turn now to what is coming up here on WDTN. We here on 2 News Now have been bringing you those updates on the hour, every hour since 9 o'clock. But let's talk about what's coming up at 6. Here to break that down for us a little bit more is 2 News anchor Jack Pohl. Jack, welcome on to 2 News Now again.
It is good to be back. I cleaned up for this hit,
Yes, thank you. We love seeing you. We are going to be on at 6. Break down what you guys can, tell us about what's happening outside.
Well, Lauren and I are moving over to WDTN over the air. This is Channel 2, old school television. We will be greeted with 3 Storm Team 2 meteorologists, and leading the way is Storm Team 2 Chief Meteorologist Brian Davis, who will break down this storm in every single angle you can imagine, and also let us know what is coming up next once this storm finally moves out of the area. Spoiler alert, it is frigid temperatures. Meteorologist Steve Norris will track all the snow that we have received in this major winter storm as we broke records. You guys have been talking about it all day today. He'll also compare it to the blizzard of 78, which hit, ironically, tomorrow back in 1978. So these storms kind of jive along the same time of the month as that goes. So he'll have that. Meteorologist Cameron Saliga is going to be showing us videos and pictures sent in by hundreds of people from around the Miami Valley, because everyone has a story to tell when there is a record-breaking snowfall like this. 2 News reporter Sartaj Singh has the most dangerous assignment. I don't say that lightly at all. He is tracking road conditions in Live Drive 2, which is a very safe automobile. And it's truly amazing what you'll see out on the roads, because hopefully you've been in all day and they are covered in white. While Julian Jackson, he remains stuck up in Springfield where a level 3 snow emergency is in place. He'll explain exactly what that is. Plus, we'll speak live with Montgomery County Sheriff's Office about how they are working to keep people safe in these treacherous conditions. So Lauren and I will have you covered coming up 2 News at 6 on WDTN over the air.
And that I can't take us to airwaves any better than that. Jack, thank you so much for coming on and telling us exactly what you and Lauren will be bringing us in just under 30 minutes here. So we're going to take a break here on 2 News Now so you guys can go and join them on WDTN. But we'll see you back here at 7 o'clock tonight for a wrap-up of our live winter storm coverage, you guys. Don't go away.